Anybody here? Oh, hi. I'm late, but I'm on time. Mm-hmm. My dress looks lopsided. I don't know what's going on up here. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. What's up, mods? Thank you to all the mods who made it in here early. I see you, Mr. Eye Candy. I see you, Miss Kiki. Where my friend, what Princess AG at? I see y'all. I see y'all. I hope everyone is safe and happy and healthy. It's Monday. Ooh, did y'all have a good weekend? I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. The Housewives is getting better and better and better and better. I was kind of hesitant about going live because I know people's like, we don't want to talk about the Housewives. We want to talk about Diddy. Well, I don't want to talk about Diddy. So I guess I'm gonna talk about the Housewives and anything else going on in this world. Okay. Shout out to Mama Brown. Yes, Miss Kiki, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. I'm sure she is watching. And anyone else who is going through their cancer journey, you can make it too. You are a survivor. Okay. Anybody who's connected to anybody who's going through a cancer journey, you are a survivor. Y'all need to go get yourselves checked, honey. Get your mammograms, get your prostate, get your get everything, child. Get everything. Get your colonoscopies and get your you know what I'm talking about, child. Get all of them things. I am not a doctor. Come on in and come on in. Y'all know the drill. Like this video as you come in, please and thank you. And we will get started after this very, very brief introduction. Get ready. You're about to be an ATLien.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger.
You are more than a blogger. I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit is good.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
It's the blog goddess. The blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn.
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess. The blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
These bitches is my sons. Like for real. Okay, like for real. You late, but you here. I'm late when I'm here too, friend. If y'all have not followed me on Instagram, please go and do so right now. I went live on Instagram about 2 hours ago. I feel like I did a whole show over there on Instagram because we was talking about the Housewives. We was talking about what were we talking about? The Diddy trial. We was talking about the Mexican boat situation. We was talking about a whole bunch of things. So definitely follow me over on the Instagram at your leisure. I am iamATLien over there on Instagram. And Biggie is in pain, so he may be barking. Hold on, let me yell at him. Hey, stop. Hopefully he won't be barking the entire live. But yes, hey y'all. We have got a lot to talk about. The Housewives is getting so good. I was so surprised about this particular episode because I wasn't expecting it to go as it did. Well, sort of kind of was because when Porsha tweeted and deleted that Shamea had said something about her mama. I'm like, girl, here we go. I thought it was a stunt in a show and a stunt in a show, honey. He said, what's wrong with your baby? He has degenerative disc disease or disorder where one of his legs gets real stiff and sometimes he don't feel like walking or whatever. He's an elderly dog. Now he over here up under my chest, so maybe he'll be quiet. And so, yeah, he's been on prednisone this week, and so he's a little bit grumpy and stuff. So hopefully he'll just sit over there and go to sleep in a minute. You said Angela is better than Sheree. Better? Is it a competition? I don't know. You said you wasn't impressed. What would y'all rate this week's episode? Since we haven't seen the ratings yet, the ratings don't come out till tomorrow, Wednesday. But what would y'all rate it? Giving it a 1 to 10. Okay, let me know if you watched it. That is, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. You said it's a cackling noise in my mouth and my mic. Hold on, I don't know what to do. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Pairing.
I don't know what to do. Friend. It look like it's working.
Bluetooth
You said you
connected.
didn't watch it. Okay. You said 5. Okay. Oh, so y'all giving it a little higher. It's getting a little higher than normal. Okay. You said you're gonna give it a 5. It was just so. It was mediocre. Okay. You haven't watched the full episode since Nene. Okay. The Nene nature is die hard. Okay. They are die hard. Well, since I'm gonna get into the show, but I got some other stuff to talk about first. Y'all know how I do. I want to talk about Nene and her Life of Nene series. Like people are really like dragging Nene. I listen. I feel a ways because I know how the YouTubers are. Okay, people feel a ways when celebrities or people who they feel like celebrities come over to YouTube and they drag them down to the ground because I guess they feel like YouTubers are people for people who don't nobody know. If YouTube is for people that don't nobody know, okay? Because listen, I'm not a celebrity, but when I came over here from the blog, it was like people was like dragging me down to the ground. They was acting like I shouldn't even be on camera. I shouldn't. I remember Tasha K was dragging me, talking about something. Why is she on camera touching her face? Why? And of course, Junkie didn't want me over here. Didn't nobody want me over here? But now, more and more people who aren't unknown are coming over to YouTube, and it's like YouTube. I thought YouTube was for everybody. So now that Nene has, been active on her channel because her channel is actually about what 4 years old, 3, 4 years old. She's been on it for a minute because remember I used to tell her to go live all the time, and so since she started the Nene Leakes show, a lot of bloggers have been dragging her for some reason, like dragging her hair, dragging her makeup, dragging her choice of guests, dragging their topics, as if she has any control over what comes out of somebody else's mouth. Now, as a blogger myself, a lot of y'all YouTube bloggers know that when you have a guest on your show, you have no control over what they say. Okay. And I understand that the Nene Leakes show is edited and it's not live, but she even said on her Life of Nene that a lot of things were edited out. Okay. A lot of things was edited out. So can you imagine what you didn't hear? And then you mad about what you did hear, as if Candy is untouchable and cannot be spoken on. Okay. As if Cynthia, talking about their friendship or whatever. Well, I do think that they should have addressed that, but I'm jumping all over the place. But yeah, though, you said they get on your nerves, Aline. I know. It's like they are criticizing her more than they criticize themselves. Everybody is not perfect. Okay. We all come on here. My channel be freezing. My damn live be freezing sometimes. Some people's audios be messed up sometimes. Some people's green screens look like they live on a mattress. Okay. It's just a mess. Okay. But at the end of the day, we are all here on YouTube. We all have an audience, and people like to hear what the common folk have to say. They like to hear what other bloggers have to say, and they like to hear what celebrities have to say. So what's the problem? Y'all watch them on the X and on Instagram and on Facebook. Why they can't come over to YouTube and the TikToks? He said, I take back what I said about Nene not being built for YouTube. She is doing great. She is. And another criticism that she's been getting. Hey, chill out. Another criticism that she's been getting is her makeup. And it's like, damn, listen, I don't even wear makeup. I come on here with lip gloss and whatever I feel like and throw some glasses, okay? But it's like, why all of a sudden that y'all are so hell bent on everybody looking like a drag queen? Like, I understand she does wear makeup and that's her thing, but you don't have to criticize to be like, your brows too big, your makeup too light, da, 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 da. What's wrong with your lighting? Da, da. And I think it's stemmed in misogyny, honestly, because y'all don't do that to Shannon Sharp over there, and he be sitting up there in the dark, okay, looking like a pinto bean. I'm just saying. So why is y'all over here always talking about what black women look like on camera? Okay, and it's given like we don't have our own body autonomy. It's like, you getting skinny, you getting fat, what you got on, I don't like that outfit, your wig pushed back, They have these new dudes who come on here barely got a hairline. Okay. Some of these same bloggers that be dragging Tamar's wig, and it did look bad. Half of them don't even have no hairline. They ain't even got no hair. They had to shave it off because their hairline was receding. Now you up here talking about somebody's wig, and most of the time it's a guy. I'm just saying, I just be feeling the ways when I be seeing that. Okay. Yes, got a little pinto bean over there. But yes, I'm being colorist, okay? Because he do be sitting over there in the dog, and sometimes he be greasy and stuff. Y'all don't say nothing about Shannon. Shannon put on some more makeup. Because remember that one time Shannon Sharp put on makeup. I don't think he didn't put on makeup since. He was looking all pancaked over. You said whatever Nene uses to film the life of Nene is what she should use for the show. She uses her phone for the life of Nene. She literally puts her phone on a tripod while she's sitting on her balcony at her house. And y'all even have a problem with that because half of y'all be talking about we can't hear you. We hear the traffic. We hear the wind blowing. We hear the birds chirping. You need a microphone. It's like, why can't I don't understand? And half of these YouTubers on here ain't got no mic. They ain't got nothing. They got a camera. They sitting out in a field somewhere, and y'all be up here talking about Nene. I don't understand. But I guess, because she's a celebrity, she's up for debate. You said Tamar wig was not there at the end. It was there. It was just pushed back a little bit. The big back Cadillac. And listen, did she say big black Cadillac? She said the big back Cadillac. Now don't be colorist over here. You know how I feel about that. She did say the big back Cadillac, but Tamar's back ain't that small. I'm just saying. Anywho, you said it's the nature of the beast. It is. It is. Now, speaking of that, I just wanted to play this little clip because I was over here on Sandra Rowe's site, and of course, it's making the blogs. In addition to the interview making the blogs, Nene talking about her makeup is making the blogs, and I thought it was hilarious that Sandra did a post on it. Shout out to Sandra Rose. Y'all go support my friend over there on the blog on Sandra Rose. Look, Nene said, "Look. It's nothing wrong with my damn makeup." And there she is with her makeup. And I don't see nothing wrong. I mean, Nene like her brows thick. Okay. It is what it is. She don't like no teeny tiny brows. Okay. But she looks amazing in red. She wore red twice in a row. She wore red on Cynthia Bailey's interview. She wore that red gown and she got a little red pantsuit on here. It's really cute. Okay. And now, according to Sandra, fans say Nene's makeup artist is very heavy-handed and she applies an excessive amount of foundation, blush, eyeshadow, and contouring around the nose. They say the makeup artist doesn't have an eye for makeup that looks natural. If you can see makeup build up on the skin, it is too much. But Nene disagrees with her fans. What I've gotten from a lot of you guys is something's wrong with the makeup. Something's wrong with the hair, she said in the video. Now you see me clear right here, right? So I'm struggling with that as well. So it's not the makeup. I personally do not believe it's the makeup. I'm sorry. I know you all right. Hold on. Nene blames the problem on the camera crew and the different camera angles that they use. She said the clarity of the camera angles or the HD is not clear and the coloring is not good. Hold on. We're gonna look at a clip of it. Here she is when she was sitting on
You guys questions. What I
the balcony on the life of Nene. Look at this clip right here. And so y'all was like, oh, she looks perfect here. Her makeup looks good here. She doesn't have on a filter here. That's because sunlight is the ultimate lightener. It's the ultimate lighting. Okay. Sitting outside is amazing. Don't you know when you in the car and you pull your camera out and you be like, oh, the sun hit me just right. Okay. It's always the sun. Natural light is better than these canned compression lights in the studio. I'm just letting you know. But they'll get it together soon. But here's what she had to say. Shout out Nene Leakes.
some of you guys questions. What I've gotten from a lot of you guys is something's wrong with the makeup, something's wrong with the hair. Now you see me clear right here, right? So I'm struggling with that as well. So it is not the makeup. I just want to say that I personally do not believe it's the makeup. I think it is the camera crew when they shoot it, the clarity of it or the HD of it is not clear. It's the coloring in there is not good. I don't know about cameras. That's not my thing. We hire a crew, and it's something that they are doing, in my opinion, because it should look clear like this, and you should be able to see the makeup just fine. Like you see your blush, you see your eyebrows, your hair. Like it's something about the way I don't know if it's the way it's downloaded or the what. I don't know that part of it. So I'm working on that. In fact, if you guys know any great camera crews out there,
Oh Lord. Now she done
and
fired the
great
camera.
editors, please send me an email to booknini@gmail.com because I want to sit on camera and look just like how I'm looking. You know what I mean? I don't want to, it's not the look.
Well, I think you need to start filming it from your cell phone. Film it from the cell phone, Didi. That's what everybody else do. I mean, shoot, that's what everybody else do. All the bloggers film from their cell phone and get a mic and plug it in. That's all they be doing.
Look that we're giving. I mean, we we bring great wardrobe, great hair, great makeup, and then I'm not saying there's certain things of the makeup that might could change a little bit, but I don't believe it's the makeup. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. I kind of like to be light on the makeup. You guys know I love my eyebrows and I don't wear big lashes. I don't wear eyeliner, as you can see, if you can see it. Right now, I don't even have on any lip gloss, but so there may be some things that we can do for cameras,
Not the
maybe
trend.
pop it up a little more, but I don't think that it's the makeup. I think it's something else. So anyway, send me an email to booknini@gmail.com.
Booknini@gmail.com. If you feel like you know what the problem is, child. If I was Nene, I'd tell y'all to go to hell. I don't understand why she be asking y'all what y'all think, because I don't care. Uh, I'm kidding. I do care what y'all think. But I mean, I'm just saying it's too many hands in the fire. Either you just gonna watch the video and be okay with it. Okay, you can't please everybody. It is what it is. You can never please everybody. But here, here she is when hold on. When she was on, let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. Go back. Exit. Lord, why'd it go? This is what she looked like when she was on the show. And I mean, she looked fine to me. Shoot. Where it goes, Sandra? I didn't click off the link. She looked fine, absolutely positively fine to me. Okay. And so it is right here. And let me share it right here. This one, Tamar called her, or she called Tamar Big Back Cadillac. Lord, I didn't click myself out the stream. This is what I get for having 15 computers hooked up to one StreamYard. Hold on, here we are. We back. Okay. Now present, share, film. Okay, here she is right here. This is what she had looked like. I mean, and I don't really see that much of a difference. The lighting is different, but I mean,
And this was in the beginning of the process of them casting. I think it was, I'm sure it was Tamar and the other girls, but I was asked to be one of the first girls when the show first originally started. I had the country, and I ended up not doing the real, and they ended up casting Lonnie Love. Y'all know y'all would have liked me first. I'm just kidding. I was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I just did not do the real. But Tamar ultimately did the real, and I remember so well talking.
I wish they would have told me.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember talking to Tamar. I remember talking to you, and you said this to me, like they had casted all of you guys, and you were like, we're all going out to dinner. I believe all of y'all went to like Mr. Chow.
Because Vince.
okay, we already seen that. But yeah, I just wanted to, show you what she looked like and everything. So y'all go over there, watch that video, run them numbers up. Also, we looked at the baby videos the other day. Shout out to TJ Lovelady, because he's been creating these AI videos of the Nene Leakes interview with Tamar, and it is hilarious. He did another one. Hold on, he did another one. Remember, he did the first one that I showed you the other day. This one.
Jenny Ma, and I'm assuming she casted Big Back Cadillac.
Yeah. Okay. So Big Back Cadillac, not Big Back Cadillac.
Big Back Cadillac.
I said it wrong. So we're talking about Lonnie. I've actually done a lot of work with Lonnie. I recently did the Oscars with Lonnie.
God.
So I also had
she had kitten heels on.
I had ladies.
Did she have
night,
Kitten Hills?
I can't remember, but I did ladies' night out in comedy, and she was on that show as
Was
well.
she easy to work with?
I just hosted, and Greg kind of like helped, Yeah,
She wanted to go on last.
she went on last. Yeah, she closed the show. If I make no mistake, she did.
So yeah, of course I mean, they're using the actual interview, and the baby's just, the AI is just mouthing the actual interview. Now in the second edition, just what someone just said in the chat, they fixed Tamar's headline. Fixed
Okay, they
meaning
say
they
you
pushed the
fall out with
wig back.
everybody. Okay,
That's a lot.
Okay, you and Candy, what's your problem?
Candy,
Why they pushed the wig back on the baby? Y'all so wrong for pushing the wig back, giving that baby a little bald spot.
if you're watching it, and we know you're watching, the thing is this: we don't have an issue with you. We're not jealous of you. We actually celebrate your success. No, seriously, but you got to be a better person. And the reason why you got to be a better person is because it's not fair to the people who have been following our careers, knowing that you are doing things behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes,
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. Because we like you, we cheerlead for you. Y'all got black love. We're happy for you. It has nothing to do with that. But for you to deliberately use the public's opinion, that's not right. I apologize to that girl in that conversation 15 times.
I would love to sit down with Candy. Would you sit down with Lonnie? Okay, they say you fall out with everybody. Okay.
So that was cute. But yeah, I mean, he's done so much. So go over there to TJ Love Lady, follow him. He has some more on here. Who they did? He did Shamar. Hold on, look at them one.
Let me tell y'all something. Okay? Yeah. You see that bad boy right there? Yeah. Think he nice if you want to. He don't play about his owner.
We just met.
He don't. He don't play about his owner. Stop playing. That boy literally loved me. And I love my son. Okay? I love my son. When I took him outside to go use the bathroom, he barked at some kid. I had to come and grab him and bring him back in the house.
Get your dog, bitch. It don't bite.
And that's a German Shepherd.
Not a German Shepherd.
What kind of dog you say it? I ain't never heard no German shuffle.
A red-nosed German Shepherd, baby. Them don't play.
So he do a lot of the yeah, he's a gamer, and them gamers be knowing how to do stuff. Who else they got on here? They got baddies. I don't know nothing about them. He did something with the Zeus Network. Who else he did? I don't know these people. Who that's right there? Oh, that's supposed to be Mary J. Blige. Hold on, at the Met Gala. Let me see. Hold on, I just be looking. I'm just wasting time. Hold on, let me see.
Stella McCartney. We're not allowed to sing, and I just want to say, can you pick up what I'm putting down? Monday, you went away. I'm not doing a melody. You know what song that is? How many? 7 days.
Sing it. Sing it.
What we doing in this dance for me tonight on these blue stacks?
It's just wearing clothes and shit. Like, we just, I mean,
yeah, that's the second time.
Well,
second time in my life someone has
what we're doing is
okay.
we're rocking Stella McCarthy. McCartney.
McCarthy, I love that.
And,
McCarthy.
McCarthy
tonight, McCarthy.
we doing it,
Yeah, you
we're
are
doing it for the culture.
Yeah,
Like,
we are doing it for the culture.
for real.
That's supposed to be Mary J. Blige, Teyana Taylor, and them on the red carpet. If you've seen the interview, you will have to see. Now, moving on, like this video. Now, shout out to Monica and Brandy, honey. They say Monica and Brandy is headed out on tour again. And I am so scared because I mean, when have they been on tour? Have they been on tour? I don't think they've been on tour. But the people say they going on tour with hold on, what did it say? With Kelly Rowland and Money Long. Hold on, Vibe reporting it right now. And I was like, are you sure that Monica and Brandy going on tour? Is this for real? Okay. And so it says Ticketmaster may have spoiled the surprise. Okay. So apparently Ticketmaster released the tour dates and people ran with it. That's how the blogs got it. Okay. So it says right here. Singer Rob Milton tweeted a screenshot of Ticketmaster revealing Brandy and Monica's The Boy Is Mine tour slated to head to a city near you this fall. The tour reportedly be in North Carolina on November 13th with ticket pre-sales beginning on May 28th. Okay, let me see this screenshot, child. I need to see because, yep, he did. I don't know if he made it up or what, but it's on here. Okay, look right there. They said, honey, what is this? Concerts in the United States pre-sale May 28th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine tour. I don't know if somebody is playing with us or what, but I'm here for it. Hey, I am here for the Brandy and Monica tour. You said, well, they keep you mean they are her? Because I heard was it Monica that hit Brandy? Who was it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. You said you're gonna go? Okay. You should be tired of talking about Candy. Girl, have I even said Candy's name today? What? Candy, Candy, Candy. Is she gonna come through the screen and hit me? What is y'all? What? Somebody said I should be tired of talking about Candy. I didn't even mention Candy name. See, now you're gonna make me talk about her. Okay, let's talk about Candy. Candy is out in the I'm gonna give you what you want. Cause this y'all show. Let me go to Candy page, see what she been doing. Since I didn't even know what Candy been doing. Y'all, what Candy been doing? Oh, did she block me? I think she had blocked me, child. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta go into switch account. Let me go into this account right. Hold on, let me go in. Okay. Oh Lord, I don't know my password. Let me go right here. Let's see. Hold on. What is Candy name? Hold on, there it is right there. Candy. Instagram. Okay, there she is right there. Child, I don't know. It won't let me go. I don't know what Candy do. She said she on her birthday trip with Ty. Well, so is Shamea. Shamea is on her birthday trip too. Let's go to Shamea page since I can't go to Candy. Did Shamea block me too? Everybody blocked me. I think it's my Instagram. I don't know what's going on. It's making me log in and I don't like to log in. Hold on. Here she is right here. So Shamea is on her trip with her husband. And everybody's like trying to figure out what is going on with Shamea. Now, since we own Shamea, I'm gonna go ahead and look at these videos of her and her husband, but we're also gonna get started with this Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. Now, here is Shamea. You know, her and Candy share the same birthday, okay? And she has said happy birthday to Candy, okay? And she shared that great little montage of Candy at the strip club, Candy here with Todd in the back, and all of that. And now here is Shamea in the south of France. Let's look.
We're going for my wife's birthday, so I'm gonna take her to the south of France and have a great time.
Yeah, I'm the wife. I'm the one that's gonna go to Nice, France, south of France.
Now Shamea got this music on here. I had to mute it real quick. In addition to my dog barking in the background. Yeah, Biggie's not feeling well. He gonna keep barking until I go over there and pick him up. Come here. Come here. Stay right here. Stay right here. His legs is bothering him, and he just took his he just took his medication, and he's in pain. I don't know what to do because he gonna keep barking until I hold him. Okay, here he is right here. You okay? You okay? You all right? Okay, you still hurt? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I gotta work. Sit down. Okay, but yeah, look at Shamea. Look at the view. Okay, look at the view at Shamea's luxurious hotel. She's still playing music. You said I used to get them mixed up during the stage play. Not Candy and Shamea was mixed up. Yes, I actually have some. I put it in his food. Okay, and I'll go put it. Child. Anyway, we downstairs and I have the door shut and he want to run around the house. I might just have to open the door and let him go. Anyway, you said hold him. I can't hold him and then pull up stuff. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit down right here. Stay right here. Stay right there. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Meanwhile, shout out to Shamea and her husband in the south of France. Uh, Speaking of Shamea and her husband, Shamea, listen, I've been saying since season 16 started that Shamea is the centerpiece. I get it. Y'all say Porsha is because they paying Porsha a lot of money, but Porsha has not been delivering. But now finally, allegedly, Porsha is claiming that she's been ambushed. They forcing her to do more, and she said she needs more money if she really gonna show y'all the real friendship or the lack of friendship that she has with Shamea. Now, this particular episode was called Let's Be Honest, and apparently everybody in this episode had something to say. Hold on, let me pull this up really quickly. Y'all like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. I gotta find where I put my notes. So it is right here. Porsha and Shamea. Okay. Their sit down got messy. Angela and Charles actually gave us a little bit more than normal, and they got everybody feeling the way. Now, Angela and Charles did a sit down. They had lunch together, and Angela was talking to Charles about their families and stuff. And Charles really revealed that his family is worse than Angela's. Okay, because Angela said that her mama had confronted Charles in the past, and Charles was like he don't care about nothing, honestly. And Charles said, it don't matter. I'm used to crazy families. My family is worse than Medea or whatever. And so, we get a little more, insight into Angela and Charles' relationship. Now, Cynthia, who is a friend of the show, and I may have to do this really quickly, and then I'm gonna let y'all call in and we can discuss it some more because Biggie is really getting on my nerves. But Cynthia and Shamea, Cynthia has been meeting with damn near everybody. She met with Shamea, she met with Porsha and Angela, and she met with everybody as a group. Now, Cynthia is doing the work of the Lord as a friend this season because she also mentioned how she feels that Shamea and Portia's relationship crumbling in front of the world kind of reminds her of her situation with Nene Leakes. And then I'm sitting there thinking, okay, Nene's name is no longer banned from the show. Okay. Just the other week, they played a little snippet of Nene. I can't remember what it was, but they showed a face in a flashback clip. And now here they are actually mentioning her name. So, Andy even mentioned her name before on Watch What Happens Live. So apparently she's no longer banned. Now, when Cynthia met with Shamea, Shamea revealed some details that we hadn't heard before, such as uh, her mom and Portia's mom had issues in their friendship as well. And for Portia's mom to tell Portia the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, she was really offended by that. And so she said that in her confessional, and the producer even asked her, well, what happened with their friendship? She's like, I'm not gonna get into all that. So I'm assuming that's what Porsha had felt the ways about in that tweet and delete from last week, where she said, don't bring our mamas in this or whatever. So it was really interesting. Hold on, y'all saying what y'all saying? Oh yeah, Angela's mom did pass away. So condolences to Angela's mom. Let me go ahead and talk about Angela and her mom really quickly. Angela's mom appeared on her show. Angela's mom is named La Marguerite. Okay, and her mom basically was saying that she hadn't spoken to Charles in 3 years because she confronted Charles about him, saying something slick about her daughter. She was like, he can't say nothing slick about you and not expect me to confront him. And so when Angela said, well, what did he say? And the mom said, he said something about your daughter don't clean up or something. And she got mad and ran up on him. I don't know what she was gonna do, but she did. And they haven't spoke, but she said, she still love him, and that's her heart, and that she wants to write him a letter to perhaps smooth things over. Now, Angela actually got on Instagram earlier today and said that she's so happy that her mother finally made her debut on the show, and she passed away shortly after that. Hold on, let me see, Angela. I'm gonna have to open the door, y'all. This is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, here's Angela Oakley's mom right here. And she basically said tonight's episode includes my mom. It's almost impossible to believe she isn't here with us. I'm so grateful she made her own screen debut, even if it's just for a moment. She passed suddenly. My world shattered in an instant. The pain, the loss, the heartbreak, words can't even begin to describe it. The world will never get to witness her jovial spirit, her laughter, her love, and that hurt more than I can put into words. We miss her more than ever. I hope to make her proud and know she's watching over us. Even now, she lives on through me, her strength, her humor, her unconditional love. So it was really nice to see Angela. Angela has been showing a lot of her family, which I think is why she is winning over the fans and slowly becoming the fan favorite. And I told y'all months ago, I said Angela is going to be the sleeper. Okay. Angela is going to be the sleeper. Hold on, I'm gonna go open this door. Y'all give me 30 seconds. I probably won't be back in 30 seconds, but give me 30 seconds. I'm about to let him out. Hold on. Now he's just gonna be barking on the other side of the door. But anywho, I'm back. I'm back. Her mom was beautiful, and like I said, it's very enlightening to see Angela is sharing a lot of her family. She's sharing Charles. She's sharing her mom, and she's sharing, that they had conflict in their family. So anyway, moving on. Shamea and Cynthia, as I was saying before, Shamea revealed to Cynthia that her mom and Portia's mom had issues, and she's surprised that Portia would speak to the group about her. And it kind of reminds her of her mom and Portia's mom. And I'm like, well, what had happened? We really want to know what had happened between Portia's mom. And so we don't know. Now, Cynthia also met with Portia and Angela after meeting with Shamea, and they went bowling. And apparently, Portia claims that, she's going through a divorce. This is a hard, tough situation from her. And one thing she doesn't want to deal with is the divorcing her friend as well. Okay. And that's when Cynthia compared the Portia and Shamea situation to, it's even worse in the hallway, honey, to her and Nene. Now, hold on, what else I got? Hold on. That was my Portia and Shamea. Oh, when Portia and Shamea finally meet for lunch to discuss the friendship, Shamea starts and it's interesting because Shamea actually apologizes to Portia, at this ambush that Portia called it, and said that she, apologized how Portia heard the information, but shares that, she does actually feel a ways. Okay. Portia sighs, and Shamea has already done. She was like, do I make you uncomfortable? It was an interesting dynamic between the two of them. I wish I could get into it without my dog constantly barking. Y'all, I might have to cut this short. I don't even know what to do. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all call in, and then I'm gonna chime in and put myself on mute because this dog. See, that's why I don't be going live when I got doggy issues. Okay. You said Portia is immature. Now, what I really wanted to touch on that I put in my notes though was how they are breaking the fourth wall again, because Shamea asked Portia like why they can't be friends on camera like they're friends off camera, because she was like, I want the Portia that's not on camera. They also she was also saying in her confessional that she feels like all of this is about the show, and she's a first time peach holder, and it's like we've never really heard them like do all of that and talk about, the show in that matter, except when Portia asked permission to break the fourth wall on the first episode. So it's interesting. Now, again, Portia claimed it was an ambush and she, didn't feel comfortable. She said she was highly uncomfortable, which we saw because she started shifting the silverware, shifting things in the middle of the conversation, which in turn led Shamea to say that she didn't feel like Portia was even listening to her and paying attention. And I kind of agree. Now, on the after show, which is interesting as well, we got a little bit more insight where Angela, Shamea, and Kelly and Portia as well also talked about the breakdown in their friendship. Now, some people are saying that they feel like, it's all smoke and mirrors, that it's all for the show. And I seem to feel like, that they weren't really that tight to begin with. Okay. I really don't think that they were. And so seeing them kind of explode the way they have, hold on, let me go to is kind of what we've been saying all along, how we felt that, Portia feels a way about Shamea basically, getting the shine that she was supposed to have prior to Simon, sending all those cease and desist. And she's giving, Shamea the cold shoulder. And, with them saying that, here it is right here. With them saying that people are asking, did Portia not want Shamea on the show? I feel like, she didn't want her to be the same stature as her. She didn't want her to be on the same level as her, but she didn't mind her being a friend as she always was. Now, here is Angela. Angela basically said that she feels like Shamea was playing the long game. And this is giving pot stirrer to me, but I ain't mad at it. Angela, stir this pot. So here's what Angela said.
Like, even now, I guess the world is picking up on the division and just like the fact that we're not really speaking.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many DMs and messages, and even to those, I still of course, because
okay, Shamea got a little tearful. Okay, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use. So let me finish.
So I'm sorry. And the stuff that people have said, I want to tell you a long time ago, that your friend ain't your friend, and she don't want you in this space with her. She don't want to share this with you. I told you the other day, I said, Porsha, I wish we could be the way we are off camera.
And that's what I just said. I like now it's like, okay, you saying off camera, you saying, and Portia saying, they have to pay you more for that and all that. Like they literally went off the rails. Now we literally are watching a show about a show.
On camera. And you know what you said? They would have to pay me more money for that. Yeah. Why can't we be that way?
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
I'm surprised they left that in there, aren't you?
I really hate that for her.
Now Angela is gonna tell you how she feels. Hold on.
Since you've been friends with both of them, do you think that Portia wanted her on this platform? Do you think Portia was like, this is mine?
I honestly don't know, but Portia's never told me that she didn't want me on this platform.
Mm-hmm. Would she tell you? And why is Drew looking like, well, she told me, but she ain't gonna spill it. Look at Drew.
Now, I'm not negating Shamea's feelings. All I know is Portia's never told me, I don't want Shamea over here. I don't.
Portia ain't gonna tell you, Cynthia, you ain't her bestie.
Like her being over here, any of those things.
You know what? I'm about to throw Portia a bone here. I think Shamea is playing the long game. I'm sorry.
And she throwing Portia a bone, and Portia was the one saying that she would F your husband, but now she throwing her a bone, and she's still riding Shamea's back for laughing. It's interesting.
What does that mean?
Well, I think that Shamea wanted to be on this platform, and her friend was on this platform. And so Shamea was willing to put up with what Portia was offering or issuing out on the
It's interesting that Drew ain't saying nothing.
friend side to get what she wanted. I don't take Shamea to be one you can walk over.
No.
I don't take her to be one who can be manipulated. I take her to be very calculated. Her friend got on this platform, and Portia invited her on this platform with her.
Did Portia invite her or did Candy invite her? I can't remember. I got to go way back and see when Shamea came.
And then she coveted it.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry.
Even I didn't want to do this for the longest time because I was like,
know.
you know what? I was very like,
Well, for Shamea to say she didn't want to do it for the longest time, Shamea been on damn near every season since what, season 4 or 5 or somewhere around there. And so her saying she didn't want to do it, I don't know if that's true either. I know a lot of people calling Shamea out and saying that because the story has been, and the story that I have known for so long is that her husband did not want her to do it. She's always wanted to do it. She's always been on as a friend, as somebody's friend, whether it's Portia's friend or Candy's friend. She's been on, and she was an official friend a couple of seasons ago because she even had her cast photos. So, it's interesting to hear that she didn't want to do it.
Well,
Can I
of
tell
the
you
fact
something?
that this is her space, I just wanted it to be okay. Like, this is your thing. I don't need this. I'm happy with the life I'm living off camera.
Now now this I call foul. I don't know, Shamea. I don't know. You're telling a whole different story. I don't, I'm team Shamea too. And she crying. This might be for the show.
But
Yeah,
I thought doing
but
this that we
share
could
that
be.
life.
But I thought we could be like, we could show people like how great our friendship is.
Hey, I hate to tell you, even when we had that.
Now you know dang well you did not come on the Real Housewives of Atlanta to show how great your friendship is. Anybody who has watched the show for any length of time know that these friendships on here are superficial and they are literally alliances. Okay, y'all, let's not forget even the Cynthia situation. Cynthia and Nene were like, they were paired together. They admitted it on the Nene Leakes show, and they became friends. And then eventually, Cynthia decided to play, the long game. What Angela was saying, and so she decided, that Nene's team wasn't the right team to be on anymore. So she jumped ship, and she got on Kenya's team and Candy's team, and so that's when the alliance was formed. So let's not even go there now.
That conversation the other day, and it's like, I think you said to me, you were like, if I don't have to do this show again, so she can be comfortable. Let me tell you something. This is your authentic life. You have a purpose. Giving your all about Shiloh. Giving your all about.
This is definitely for the blogs because why they showing that, like, she crying back in the back, and yeah, she's still mic'd up and we don't see it, but they're airing this as a part of the after show. Okay, we get it. Y'all are great actors.
About your marriage, giving your all about your businesses, giving your all about what your life looks like with IVF, like you're giving people Shamea.
And Kelly then ran out the whole list of her storyline. You're giving people Shiloh. You're giving people your life. You're giving people. She know what she giving people. She signed up for this.
You are that mother girl. Imagine being in a competition with somebody you don't even know you're competing with.
And Kelly, I don't trust her. I think Kelly gonna flip sides eventually. Listen, Kelly was on Team Brit in the beginning, and then she flipped sides, and now she be throwing shade at Brit, and she'll do the same thing with Shamea. Let Porsha snap her fingers. Kelly will be over there so fast twerking by the pool.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's crazy. Like even now.
Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. So I guess that made this episode a little bit better. Now we got some conflict to discuss. But yeah, I didn't feel that, like, they keep talking about best friends. Porsha and Shamea never gave me best friends. They gave me, I've known her since high school. That's what they gave me. And that doesn't necessarily mean best friends, because I've known plenty of people since high school that, I didn't see for years. And it's being reported on the blogs that Shamea and Porsha, like, after high school, they weren't friends until after Porsha married Cordell, and then they connected again. So I don't know. Best friends is a stretch, but they say they are. We'll have to take their word for it. Hold on, we have somebody in the back. Hey, Mickey.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm good, Michelle. I hope Biggie's doing well. Is he
Child,
okay?
I hope so too, because he is off the chain.
Damn. Shamea girl, I like Shamea, but I'm just being completely like objective. I think this whole thing is just like, I think for her, it seemed like she finally got on TV and finally had the courage to just really just say how she feels. That's what it looked like. because even her saying like talking about her getting on the show and stuff like that, like even Candy has said that they've offered Shamea a peach before, but her
Everybody said it.
husband,
Nene said
yeah,
it. Everybody said it. Like we all knew. Like I've said it for years. Like I knew that from my intel that
yeah.
Shamea was offered a peach, and she would have done it, but her husband did not want to subject his life to scrutiny like that. So
So
she's been a friend this long.
yeah. So I don't know why she's trying to like rewrite history and be like, well, this is her platform and I didn't want it. It's like, girl, stop it. Like, I think Shamea is like, she's just putting 20 on 10. And even like when they met up, like you can tell, like Porsha was like, girl, I see the play. I've been in this game for a long time. I see what they're trying to do. I don't want to have this conversation with you. Like her face, her tone is like, I don't want to argue with you on camera. I don't want to go back and forth. And even when she brought up her mom, she was just like, okay, girl, like, you know what I'm saying? I think Shamea is like, I don't know why she's playing victim. Like at the end of the day, you don't even know Angela. Why are you off camera having conversations with Angela about Porsha talking about, oh, she didn't come to my wedding. Oh, she did. So she that. It's a
But did
lopsided
okay, and that's
friendship.
where I'm torn because maybe I wasn't paying attention. But wasn't what Shamea said true that they all came to her and was like, Portia didn't come to your wedding? So it gave me that they watched the show. Clearly, they were fans of the show before they even
Mhm.
got on the show, right? And so it gave me that they were trying to get that out of her, and she didn't give it to them originally. And so they took that back to Portia, like, oh, she still feel ways about you not going to her wedding.
Yeah, well, definitely. Angela got her lick back. Don't get it confused. Angela used that as ammunition. Like, oh, y'all want to kiki about effing my husband? Watch this. Oh, Angela's playing chess. Okay. Trust and believe. But for
What do you
Shamea,
think about okay, and I didn't touch on this, but what do you think about Angela and Charles and how Charles was really like acting real nonchalant about her? Because it just gave me long married couple like he don't care, he know how he feel about her. But the part where she was like, people are gonna think you don't love me, and he was like, so
I just don't think he's phased by the cameras. I don't think he cares to be all like performative and like let's pretend like we lovey-dovey when we're really not. Like I don't think he wants to like show out.
he just jumped. Okay, yeah, but I mean that's what it gave me, and so with Angela going, I think Angela is stirring the pot though,
Yeah,
going
for
back and forth.
sure.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
being the mediator. She's the bone collector. She's running through these housewife streets like a damn pro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like she knows exactly what she's doing. But like Shamea, it seems like it's like a volcano that is just erupting. Like all of a sudden she has all these feelings and she's just like letting it all out. And even when she was in the studio with her sister was like, well, it's always been that way and stuff like that. It's like, Shamea, as a grown woman, as a grown person, period, if you're okay being in a one-sided friendship, if you're okay with being in a friendship where there's no reciprocity, then that's on you. Don't get on TV now and act brand new like, oh my God, like I've
But
been
is she
feeling this
acting
way.
brand new, or is she being transparent and showing what's real as far as the tension in their relationship?
But clearly Portia don't care. But if you're okay with that and you still wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all are the ones that branded it like y'all are besties. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? And for Portia, I think it's not her holding a peach. Shamea has her Shamea had Shamea has what Portia really wants, and that's the fairy tale ending. She has the husband, the kids, the mansion, and everything.
I
What did
mean, but is it
Portia?
really a fairy tale? She got a child that,
Yeah,
is
I mean, obviously
taken
that.
care of. She's going
Yeah,
through things just like Portia's going through things.
yeah, obviously that is very unfortunate. But she has what Portia wants, which is the rich husband. What did Portia do when she got with Simon? She done quit the show. You know what I'm saying? She ran away. She done quit the show. So obviously Portia, if somebody else were to come along, you don't think that after she fulfills her contractual obligation, she'll be out of there? Like, I don't feel like
I don't know. I don't think it's about, oh, she has a peach now and I have a peach and she feels away and whatever. Like, I don't even think it's like that because at the end of the day, Shamea, you've been a friend for a long time. And I watched her Breakfast Club interview, and that kind of also gave me that you've been waiting on your turn. You've been wanting to hold a peach. Because even Envy was just talking about, she made like a smirky comment about Mia Thornton, and she said, like, how, well, I'm not going to give up my spot, but if she wants to come on, she can come on. So clearly, you've been wanting to hold a peach.
Yeah,
Don't
but I mean, even if she hadn't been wanting to hold one, just the fact that she's holding one now is a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
nobody goes on this show not wanting the publicity,
Yeah.
not wanting the cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, of course she wants to be well known. She wants to
Yeah.
be, she wants that shine on her. She wants, she's in those circles in Atlanta, and now she's on the Real Housewives, so she should covet it. It is what
Yeah,
it
but
is.
don't be crying to Kelly, who you just met, and saying, well, I mean, if I have to get off the show and stuff, like, don't be saying all of that, though. I just feel like she wants to be the victim. She's crying. She's trying to paint this narrative like Porsha. We all know Porsha. Porsha, what you see is kind of what you get. Nene told us about Porsha a long time ago. So now,
She did.
Shamea, I don't know. Like, I'm not really feeling this. I'm a victim, and this is how
Oh,
I've
you
been
just reminded me.
feeling.
I want to play that clip. Remember this? I posted it on my Instagram earlier today when Nene said this. Hold on. It's right here.
Was it about her moving into her neighborhood? And she's like, she nobody friend.
No, it was about when she said freaking fraud. Hold
Oh,
on.
freaking fraud.
Hold on. This one.
Hey.
Hey, I wanted to know, do you think that Porsha classed the Housewives of Atlanta franchise?
Does she declass the Atlanta Housewives franchise? Porsha.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, remember this?
You felt that? Do you?
This was the truth. Okay, way back then. Now listen to what she says about Porsha.
What do you think Portia's role in all this? Is she innocent in all this?
Porsha is not innocent at all. As I've said to so many people, if you and I decide to rob the bank together, if I mastermind it and you carry out the plan and we went before a judge, we both would be sentenced, honey, for life in prison, child. Okay? So Porsha is just as guilty as Phaedra. She ain't that damn dumb, but she just run.
She ain't that damn dumb. So yeah, I always, think about some of the things that
Yeah, oh,
Nene has said
definitely.
over the
She
years.
plays dumb really well, but she not that stupid. Even at when they were eating, she's like, "Girl, I don't want to do this with you." Like, you know what I'm saying? We can talk off camera, but I'm not feeling Shamea playing the victim when, girl, like, I don't know. It's too much. Or maybe it is performative. I mean, if there's no drama, there's no show. Who knows? Maybe they are putting on for the cameras, but it is what it is.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Mickey. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good night.
You too, friend. Hey, A Human, how you doing?
Hey, Michelle, how are you? I'm good.
I'm fine, but my dog driving me crazy.
It's all right. I hope he feels better.
It's so crazy. I opened the door. Now he in the foyer just barking and it's echoing, and it's like, oh, that's worse.
No, but Michelle, this episode there, honestly, I'm conflicted with all of it because I understand Shamea's point. I do feel like she does like kind of like play the back road to Porsha in so many ways, and we can see it on camera how she stood up time after time for Porsha and her friends. If you said anything about someone that Shamea liked on the show, there, she's gonna speak up for you. And that's what I did like about her. So and I feel like, yeah, she did want to be on the show, but I also feel like she cherished that friendship too as well, or whatever type of relationship that they had. So that's the reason why she's like, yeah, but I would rather basically, I wouldn't have done this if I knew this was gonna be it right here. I wanted it, but I didn't want it like that, in that way. And you invited me on the show. And
So
Porsha as well.
the ambush.
Huh?
Do you feel like it was an ambush?
No, it wasn't an ambush at all. I think okay, I do think the women basically kind of. I like Angela, but I do think it was a little messy. For Angela to basically bring Portia to her little house that she had, a little rental house or whatever, to tell Portia this on TV. Um, you know, you know that they have a sorry, they have a long friendship. And you sat up there and you basically brought this woman to her house, to your house to basically tell her, hey, well, she told us this off camera, and Drew and all of them said, well, yeah, she made us pinky promise and all of this type of stuff. So you know how Portia is. Portia's still a little childish. So you can't just give her information like that. That's why she took Shamea's side. I mean, not Shamea's side, but their side over Shamea's, even though she's known Shamea longer. So yeah, that's why I said I'm very conflicted about all of this because I don't know how to feel. I understand all frames of it, and I think all of it is true in some type
So
of
you
way.
think Shamea wrong and Portia wrong, and they should just go their separate ways?
I don't think they should go their separate ways. They came on the show like I mean, you got your daughter calling Portia auntie and everything. You don't. I got family like that. I got family literally that I didn't even know they weren't my family there because I grew up calling those my aunts and uncles and stuff. So it is kind of weird that that this plays out on TV in front of everybody, and then Atlanta's big, but it's still small at the same time. So I don't. I just think about their family and their children and all this type of stuff and their legacy. You don't want this like this on TV.
Yeah, I mean, but they know what they signed up for. You don't think?
Yeah, but
So now they got their mamas into it too. It's
I
like, dang, not the
know.
mamas.
No, that was I. Why did Portia's mother have to say that too as well? That was just like
Yeah,
out of
I think
order.
Portia's mama started it because that was on the first or second episode, wasn't it?
Yes,
Never trust a dog to carry a bone, and
and I'm
the
like, why
apple
would
don't
she
fall
say
too
that?
far from the tree. Like
That
what?
wasn't right at all. And
Uh-huh.
that again, that's just Portia childish, just like her mother's childish like that. Because you see,
Mhm.
Shamea's mother didn't bring anything up about Portia's mother or say
Yeah.
anything about Portia. She kind of condemned the situation more than
Yeah.
anything, but she didn't shade them.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, all
And
right.
all I
Ain't
think
you?
about is my mother too. My mother's not gonna shade nobody or anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Especially knowing whatever they know that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like they dirt gonna come out next, and then they gonna be mad. Like I
Right.
didn't sign up for this. You know.
So how do you feel about Drew's husband? Because Ralph is getting on my nerves actually.
Oh, I meant to say talk about Ralph and Drew, but my dog was getting on my nerves. But yeah, at first I didn't believe their little storyline, and still I'm kind of torn. But it's funny now they're arguing on social media, and Ralph
Hmm.
is disrespecting Drew's mom, and they're going back and forth, and then she got the song to coordinate with the mess, the
Yeah.
delusional song. I'm like, that is perfect for Ralph. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to think about them. I just know it's kind of entertaining. I didn't think it would be, but it is.
Yes, Ralph. I don't like Ralph. Ralph is such a sneaker. He has no shame in his game. To be honest with you,
Uh-huh.
like
Here
I
it
don't
is
even know
right
why
here.
they even supported him or bring him even on the show. He's not a housewife.
Well, I mean, let Drew tell it, because Ralph said Drew does an amazing job lying and playing victim. These RHOA fans believe anything, and then Drew said Ralph does an amazing job as a peach holder, and they did pretty much give him a peach because he's had like confessionals and everything, and maybe Drew need to be thanking him because without that and him being in the basement, what would she talk about? And then these are what people are
Right.
saying. Drew should just leave the house to Ralph and let him pay the bills since he said he is paying for everything anyway. These are what Ralph is reposting. Unpopular opinion. Ralph is fighting for his rights and is not about to let Drew drag his name and take his money. He also reposted Portia has to ask Drew to teach her how to fake cry. Ooh. And then he reposted Drew loves playing victim when Ralph gags her. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So they were going back and forth. And then Ralph said, Mama gotta watch her mouth. Don't you remember I saved you after you spent all your husband's money and had nothing? I was your angel then. Things change fast, doesn't it? And then Drew said, disrespecting my mother, especially on a public platform, is completely unacceptable. She's simply speaking from a mother's perspective based on what she witnessed. Please stop the unnecessary negativity and show some basic respect. So I guess is this the clip?
I'm providing for the kids 100%.
He's not even paying child support. He's not giving you a dime. We here are helping you out to take care of these kids.
No matter what happens.
So I mean, I guess this was the clip that upset him or whatever when she said that he wasn't paying no child support. And here's Drew again saying disrespecting me on a nationally televised show is completely unacceptable. You know you use me for storylines every season. I'm getting tired of it. Stop lying and start telling the truth. That goes for you and whoever else you have speaking on my name. Tell the truth or I will. Oh, okay. He's still going, child. They keep going.
Yeah, I think he got with her for
So
clout.
when it gets to this, when people are going back and forth on social media, it just gives me performative.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Because
he's
we
like,
know
yeah,
they
yeah.
going through it. We understand that. We know they're going through a divorce, but didn't the judge say stay off of this and stay off of that? Like
Right.
what the judge allowed them? They can't tell their children they're going through a divorce, but they can go on social media and drag each other
Doesn't make any sense at
at
all.
all.
And that's why I don't really, that's why I said I don't like Ralph, and I didn't even like when he brought his like little fake cousin on. What was it, last season?
Oh yeah, cousin
That woman,
Courtney.
yeah. Courtney,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Courtney thought she was gonna be a peach holder as well. Like I don't care for Ralph. I think, yeah, I don't think Drew is innocent in any of this, but I think he started the whole like little cheating and all this other type of stuff there and being dishonest and all of that. So she's like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. We can both play that game. That's what she gives me, that type of woman that is gonna do that. So yeah, I don't trust. Ralph is a snake, and all
I mean, and then
just
for him to like allegedly have control of her LLC or whatever, that's interesting. Like
yeah, that she got in
she must have let
2005.
him set it up for him to put his name all over it.
I don't know what she was in love, and she was head over heels probably for this dude. And it all happened very fast. They said, well, what Ralph said,
Yeah.
like Ralph is just putting out all their business basically at the end of the day.
Are you
Like,
surprised?
yeah, I don't like to do, but I do. I'm grateful for you being up this early my time, because you came up at like what 5 o'clock my time.
What? 5 o'clock? Where are you at?
I'm in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I came on at 10 o'clock our time. I guess that's 5 a.m. your time.
Yes. So
Oh,
like,
you
okay,
get up
perfect.
early. I'd be good to sleep at 5 in the morning.
I start work at 10, but I like to get on like other projects and stuff like that, and I'll look at the YouTubers. So you,
Well, I appreciate you
of course,
so very much from the Netherlands. Thank you, friend.
no problem. Ciao for now.
Thank you. Bye. Larger.
Hi, how's
Hey,
it going,
friend. Why I
Michelle?
can't see your beautiful face?
Oh, it's been a long day. It's
You're a
been a long
YouTuber.
day.
You should be
I
prepared to
don't
be
I don't
online
even
at all
have
times.
but sometimes I use my avatar. I do my avatar a lot over here, or one of these silly thumbnails like this to
Okay.
express how I feel.
Okay. Let me see this thumbnail. Let me see. Child, what is this? So is everybody against Shamea according to your thumbnail?
So this is obviously their hate and jealousy for Shamea coming out in laser dagger focus, hyper focus on everything she does to make her the villain when she's the obvious victim of their
Of
whatever
both
they
of them?
got going on. Yes,
Angela
both.
and Porsha? So
Okay,
now
so
Porscha done
people,
said she would F this woman's husband, and now they partnering together against
yes.
Shamea?
Yes.
That
Yes.
is
They're both
diabolical.
in on this. They're both in on the stuff. And that's part of why Portia's allowing what Angela's saying to sink in, because she's like, oh, I got somebody to ride against Shamea with. Now, Angela, since the episode 1, has shown herself and revealed herself to covet her neighbor, Shamea, since episode 1, since she walked in that lady's house and looked up at the ceiling like it was inside the Taj Mahal, and then got home while Charles was making chicken and talked about it so much that he told her she needed to be quiet talking about that woman's house. She has her own house to worry about.
And that's true. You know, it's interesting because remember, Angela said she ain't let nobody in her house. She ain't let
Yeah.
Porsha in her house. So Shamea shouldn't have let nobody in her house. So now everybody coveting what she had. You right.
Yes, yes. And then by episode 2, now you're blaming Shamea for what Porsha said. And that's misdirected anger, but it's because your own husband checked you on your coveting of this woman and her life and her custom Rolls Royce, and her husband that will give her a kiss back freely and tell her how much he loves her in front of who cares what, and understands a real love language, is having her back. I bet that's what Angela's coveting too. It's not a cute, super cute look, what Angela's doing. And for her to come after Shamea when she's really mad at Porsha, but she also knows Shamea values Portia's friendship, so it's a twofer that she's getting in causing a rift in their friendship, and get to bring down in her eyes, bring her down a peg from her, oh, you don't have it going on that much that I can't take your friend, bit, you know? So I'm like, Angela's not all that. And then why does she have permagrin? Is there something else going on that she's literally like has permagrin the whole time? Every time we see her, she's smiling like the Cheshire
Oh,
cat.
Angela.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
I'm
think it's
like,
the Botox?
I was wondering, is she ever serious though? Or is she like an evil genius plotting
She
like
got
this?
that
Because
that
now,
candy grin, because candy grin like that too.
yes, yes, you're right. But I feel
It's the
like
Botox
Candy
they
and
put right here.
Shamea, right there. Yeah,
So
right
that they
there.
got a perpetual upturn on their mouth all the time. Even when they're not smiling, they smiling.
Sinister grin. Yeah, Eros 120.
Mhm.
Sinister, very sinister. Yeah.
Ooh.
And like if she had a handlebar mustache, she'd be twisting the ends, you know? And then we have Porsha, who is so upset that the monkey wrenches Simon has thrown are still stopping the cameras from pursuing her fabulous Reconstruction era, you know? And so she has so much writing on no storyline that she has to take every advantage of making a big deal of Drew, even though she knew they were making music. Going and filming with Ralph, even though Ralph, even first thing he said is that, oh, they called me. I had much respect on that. I don't have a problem with it. But then you're trying to make a problem by muddying up the waters on a message saying that she's asking for sex when you said previously that you don't really think it's that, but he should know. And then Shamea is being used willingly by Porsha because she coordinated the meeting with Ralph, and that wasn't a cute look. So there's been a couple of things that Shamea's done, but I feel like
So did you
Shamea,
notice how silent Drew was though in the after show? That's giving me that Drew gonna explode at the reunion or something. I don't know.
yeah, I
You don't think that was
did
weird?
see. Well, I just didn't know if she didn't have a lot to add because of Ralph. And so, yeah, she might be saving it for the thing because she hasn't really addressed it at all. Why these ladies met with her husband, you
Uh-huh.
know, because he's still her husband. And I don't care if you did a podcast with him. Why are you meeting with him now while we got going on? I don't care how many lies Drew is told. I don't think that any man deserves to own any part of a woman's persona, company. Look, she needs to be owning part of Ralph Enterprises. Why isn't she get 40% of that? You know, I
True,
feel like
true.
maybe if she had some type of forensic scientist, perhaps the money wasn't there that she thought was there when he love bombed her in those 8 months, and perhaps him wanting to be this is allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment. Like I'm just guessing, pulling, like, this is conspiracies.
Uh-huh.
And so, but what if his financials weren't as sound as she thought? Because she's like always saying, "Oh, he was doing very well. Was he?
Well,
Why
how
he
he
need your
paying all
stuff?"
the bills?
Hey, how is he paying all the bills but still requiring her stuff?
Oh,
It's a lot. It's a
okay. He
lot.
paying all
And
the
the more,
bills with her money.
yeah, yeah. And
I
then
could
locking
see it.
her out and getting to come upstairs to let her back in, but she can't be in the house 5 seconds after it's switch off time, but he can come upstairs and let her in. It's just like all kinds of backwards.
But what about okay, I don't like how Portia keeps acting like Angela is so big. Like her arms are so long. Like, girl, like you're just as big and rotund at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like Portia done got her butt larger, her breast larger, everything.
Hmm.
So why is
Hmm.
she making Angela act like she's just so huge?
Yeah, like all the big bird statement. She
Yeah,
does do a
I
lot
don't
of
like
that.
that.
Yeah. But it's like Portia being nasty. And she doesn't have to be nasty, but it's her way of like continuing this nastiness with Angela, even though she's somewhat of her tag team partner against Shamea's greatness. And I feel
Mhm.
like Shamea has sent her peach this season. I haven't agreed with everything she's done, but she has definitely the real life backing of everything she's presenting so far. She's not, I feel like it's a legitimate conversation to have on camera without that lady shuffling silverware. That was a legitimate conversation to have with a friend of
Yeah, I
so
didn't like
long.
that either. I didn't like that at
Such
all.
disrespect. And then Portia and her getting up and walking away. Classic narcissist move. She's doing that so that she can immediately gain control in a situation where you're about to reveal the truth of her nastiness. And then she flips the script, pretends all she's hurt, has to go to the bathroom, have a moment. And then she comes back and now she's in control. And now she's being like, oh, let's just say we're sorry. And she's going to do the same thing to the lady next week.
Was it me? I didn't see. Did we hear her whispering something in the bathroom, like she was whispering to production or something?
Yeah, when she went to whenever she goes to the bathroom, she's like telling them stuff. She's too much. She went to Dennis when they went to the kids' place with Pilar.
I
She walked
remember.
away
Yeah.
with something else. This is like her third time walking away this season. She walked away when Angela came down to confront her to her face, woman to woman, about what did you say about my husband? I heard you was looking for me. Like, and
But
then she walked away then too.
well, how you feel about the whole thing about us watching a show about a show, like them constantly talking about, like, I want the Portia off camera, or Portia says you'll have to pay her more to be my friend on camera. Like, you didn't find that kind of odd to be discussing?
I liked that Shamea took the opportunity to blow up Portia's spot. I liked it. I liked it. I feel like I bet that was a real conversation because Portia didn't want to have it. And I feel like that was part of Shamea's bite back against her betrayal from Portia, saying, look, I've tried to have your back. I tried to talk to you off screen, but you're telling me I have to pay to get you I'm having your back all the time, but for me to look like you have my back, they got to pay you more. It's a legitimate thing to bring up in that whole context. Like who's being real, who's being fake.
And they probably paying her too much considering what she is giving them and what they, offered to bring her back. And now she's back and she can't give them everything that she promised. So, I mean, how would she fix her mouth to say they got to pay her more? And she's not even doing much this season. Like the fans have been calling
Right,
her a friend of the
right.
show.
Is there a way that they can get a refund on behalf of the viewers too? Because we were expecting more too, Portia.
Remember, Bravo actually did a poll on their thing and asked the fans, like, how do they feel Portia was doing this season? And I found that interesting. You remember that?
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
Let me see if I can find it. I keep putting myself on mute because of my dog. But hold on.
Yeah, I don't really feel like Shamia is faking. I don't think that what Angela said in the after show either was like she's really clocking something. No, no, I don't. Shamia's been a friend on the show. Candy tried to get her on the show. this was just her time to come on the show. And I think she was even really literally coming on the show to really be Porsha's friend and to be her tag in, because she knew she was going to have something to answer to for taking Fallon's husband in the first place. And I feel like Shamea really was coming in to be that girl for Porsha, and instead ended up getting the classic thing you get when your best friend invites you on their show, which is a knife in your back. It's across franchises. Name reality show, have a regular ensemble cast member invite any person in, and who ends up the pincushion? The friend they brought in, or in a turn of events, if the noob is smart enough, they'll end up putting the knife in the person that brought him in's back. But it's one of the two. There's knives for that friendship. And Porsha got her first. Shamea wasn't ready for it. Angela's literally twisting her handlebar mustache at it all, because she's getting both of them back for talking about her husband. She's literally getting Shamea back for not speaking up as a married woman, and she's getting Porsha back for saying that she would screw her man simultaneously by causing all this havoc in their relationship and being continuously stirring that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, her crocodile tears. Yeah, her happy life. I'm not hating on her. And that's the other thing. I'm not hating on her. If anybody who saw us when we were going through the Porsha Fallon of it all, I'm totally hashtag love wins still. Um, I didn't feel like Porsha necessarily stole that man's husband if she was pregnant by the pool boy, even though technically he was married. I feel like the relationship obviously was severed by pregnancy. And so I didn't have a problem with that. And so it's not a hate of Porsha. I'm disappointed that Porsha is showing up so thirsty, fourth season-ish. Like, this is a whole lot of other, when you could have just kept it real. Like she knows authenticity is the realest of it. I don't know. I was just expecting a lot more from Porsha. And oh, I'm dreading when Phaedra comes back. Oh my God. I'm dreading it.
Will she be back this week? I think I found it. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh,
Yep, a 2-for-1 lick.
share Housewives poll.
I don't know, Anthony. Why don't you? Is the
And
link
see,
still
this
dropped?
Bravo was tagged in this and everything. How do you feel about Portia Williams' return to Real Housewives? Has it lived up to your expectations? And so everybody under here was saying, no. But I feel nothing. Disappointing, and production is protecting her from so much tea she can spill regarding her marriage, leading to divorce from her former husband. Definitely friend of material. She only recently stepped up, but not really delivering. So yeah, I mean, so why do you think they would even poll the people? Because they
I
tagged
know. I
Bravo
don't
in
know.
this.
That is a lot of shade. That.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I appreciate it, friend. You got anything else you want to talk
Well, I
about before I
appreciate
go?
you as always. Thanks for letting me
Thank
up.
you.
And I'll have my light on and a camera on probably next time.
It's all good. Y'all go support Larger Curves on her channel, LRGA Curves.
Right
Even
on.
though she a Dr.
Peace,
Heavenly
you guys.
fan, I ain't gonna hold it against her.
I know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about who's filming what. There were no cameras at Quad's birthday, it didn't look like the other day.
I know there
But
weren't any. I know people who were there. So yeah.
yeah, there was no cameras. And I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there. I don't really know yet. I don't have any insights, but I'm waiting. Anyway, thanks for having me up.
Okay. Oh, thanks for
Peace.
coming. All right. Bye. I appreciate y'all for chugging along on this live with me with my dog. And look, as soon as I say I'm about to get off, he gets quiet. Isn't that interesting? Uh-huh. Now he's sitting up under my desk, quiet as a mouse. He probably tired. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. I apologize for the distractions. I was trying. Hopefully, it was enough to keep y'all entertained, despite my dog barking in the background. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. I will be back. We'll talk about some other stuff. I had a whole bunch of other topics and stuff, but I got a sick child over here, and he is getting on my nerves. Okay. If you are on Patreon, might go live with y'all tonight. If you feel like it. I know it's late, but it'll be like in the kitchen because I haven't cooked nothing. I'm about to bake some chicken. I'm weird. Okay. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night, squad. Oh, you said spill. Look, I'm still reading. You said spill the beans about Quad's party. I spilled the beans over there on Patreon. About that blogger who was there and how they didn't really want him there. And yeah, I had spilled a lot of tea. So head on over to Patreon and watch the last live I did, the after dark I did, and I talked about Quad's birthday. You said don't go yet. Which one me talk about, friend? Since my dog quiet, I can sit here for a minute since y'all gave me a super chat. Let me see. What can we talk about? The Mexican boat. I was talking about this over on I know this is so random. Over on Instagram earlier, and how the Mexican boat, like I was trying to figure out how they say that so many people got hurt. And then I realized that it wasn't the mast, it was because people were standing on the mast. And hold on, I'm gonna show you, child. I gotta read it to you. Hold on, I gotta show it to you. Here it is, right here. Let me send this to myself. Hold on, copy link. Okay, let me put it in here. I hope YouTube don't ban me for this. Okay, so look. Tragedy on the East River. And this was, it's been like different views of it and everything. And so this one says, that Mexico's Navy training ship, known for its majestic sails and ceremonial traditions, crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge, right? And so everybody was we was talking about it earlier. You said it was right here in Brooklyn, Kyra. And well, we was talking about it earlier, and I was just trying to figure out because when it hit the bridge, did it like topple over onto the bridge and hit a car or something? But look at this. It was people standing on the thing. Hold on, look. This is I was stunned and amazed.
Oh shit!
Hold on. It's a different angle. And look, I wish I could pause it. You could see the people were standing on the thing. Hold on.
Yo!
Hey, there it is right there. People were standing on the thing. Look at all the sailors. They were standing all the way up to the top. Do you see all of those little men, and they were strapped to the thing right there. That was like a ceremonial thing that they did. Hold on, here it is right here. It says in a heartbreaking turn, 2 sailors lost their lives and at least 19 others were injured. Many of them were standing on the mast as part of a traditional naval ritual called manning the yards, a gesture of respect performed during international visits. The 277-person crew was on a goodwill tour with a tour scheduled to visit 15 countries. Rest in peace to the fallen soldiers. So there, I mean, I was like amazed because I was like, I didn't see outlets actually saying that. Let me turn this music off. And yeah, they were right there. Look. So that's when everybody was seeing it. And then I'm glad we didn't see them people falling off the thing right there. That is awful. Okay, I can't show no more. Y'all go watch it on Instagram. I can't show no more. Somebody else to me. You said Porsha is searching for a new home on next week's episode. Oh, okay. Oh, well, clearly she hasn't moved yet. You said what happened at the party? Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to tell you what happened at the party. Well, he was there, this blogger that I don't like who I had evicted. Y'all can guess in the chat. He was at the party looking like they said he was looking like a bald-headed Tootsie Roll. Okay. And they said that he had that he was trying to talk to everybody, because it's a bunch of women that was quad. Of course, her male friend. Kurt King was there. Dr. Heavenly was there. Dr. Jacker was there. Toya and Eugene was there. Rosie was there. Who else was there? Mayetta was there. Drew came later. Sheree was there. Who else? Swanky Jerry was there. 901, the wig, the Kenya's hairstylist was there. The PR dude was there. It was a few people there. But anyway, they said that none of them girls. Oh, Yandy was there. Who else? They said none of them girls was messing with him. They did not. No, I didn't go. I didn't want to go. You know me. Yeah. You know I didn't want to go. But they said that none of them girls was talking to him. They weren't messing with him. And then he tried to get into one of my friends' faces and was asking her all these questions like, "Weren't you supposed to be on the Housewives? Why you did that?" And she was like, would you please move?" she was like, "Could you?" What I forgot the term she used. It was so funny to me. I thought it was so cute. Like, "Could you scooch over?" or something like that, because he was too close. Like, and then it's crazy because Quad had actually told a few people to look out for him, to don't mess with him. Like, he's trouble, or, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, people was telling me all kind of stuff. I was like, "Why y'all telling me? I don't want to know." They was like, "You should have came. You should have came." I was like, "No, Quad didn't give me no invite." She was like, "Quad didn't give nobody no invite." Everybody was like, "You're gonna be at the restaurant and eat or whatever." So there's that, child. That was that. I mean, that's the tea. It wasn't a lot of tea. It's just a little tea. But I just thought, it was funny, and I got it from a direct source who I believe, because she knows. I bet he won't tell that. Okay, okay. But somebody else said that he was trying to sneak and take pictures of Sheree, and Sheree was like, "I can't stand him. I can't stand him." And she was avoiding him like the plague. So there's that. You said Quad look cute. He swear Quad his friend. Child. He swear everybody his friend, but they ain't. Okay. They need him for what they need him for. And then they talk about him behind his back. And then I get the tea on the back end, and I just be laughing because I'm like, the thirst is real. Opportunist is real in Atlanta. And most people in Atlanta know who the opportunists are and who they can use. Okay. And they will use them up. Oh, he said Swanker was there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It is what it is. Okay. Sheree would go to the opening of an envelope. Let me see what Sheree was. Hold on. Let me go to Sheree page. I'm so nosy. What's Sheree? Sheree. Is it or is it I am Sheree? Oh, okay. She put it. Okay. Let me see what Sheree was doing over here. Oh, there she go right there with Quad right there. Okay. Sheree been working out. Sheree work at LA Fitness as a personal trainer. Y'all didn't know that? That's T. Okay, y'all didn't know that. If y'all want y'all body like Sheree, y'all go up to LA Fitness and pay her, and she will train with you for a small fee. Okay. I might need to go up there, but she trains at LA Fitness, and I ain't mad at her. Look, there go Carlos and them was training with her the other day. Look at that. Okay. Sheree said she ain't no shame in her game. She be up there anyway. She said, "I might as well make money while I'm there." Okay. Lifetime. Okay, thank you. See, somebody new. Ooh. See, I be getting it wrong. I am not ashamed to know that I get it wrong. Okay, sometimes. But the T is legit. It was just a place. It's Lifetime Fitness. Thank you so much, TT baby. So she go up there. She be up there working out all the time. And if you want to work out with her, and she will be your personal trainer. Okay. And there she is right there. She got the summer body to show it. Okay. And she getting ready for her return because she will be at BravoCon this year. She had put it on her thing. Oh, there it is right there. She will be at BravoCon. She said she is packing her bags to be at BravoCon. And that's interesting as well because people are saying that this means that she will be back for season 17. And I am not against it. I feel like she will be back because they wanted her back on season 16 to go up against Angela Oakley because she used to date Charles Oakley, and it will be a good, interesting situation to see how Charles, since he films with everybody, will react to his former paramour on the show alongside him. Okay, will he show a little bit of interest? Okay, we don't know. He said, "I only know because I see her and Carlos there all the time." Oh, okay. Look, I know I got a tea. You think I don't have a tea? I don't live here for nothing. I be all over. Look, people is my neighbors, my friends, my family members. I know everything. Don't act like I don't know nothing now. Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate you, friend. Does Michelle still not F with? I mean, does Sheree still not F with you? I don't know. I don't F with her, honey. Like, why would I F with somebody who tried to block my bag, tried to sue me for telling the truth about her, and tried to get me locked up and arrested? Why would I mess with her? I mean, I ain't got nothing against her, and I'm sure she ain't got nothing against me, but I'm gonna tell the truth regardless, and she's just gonna be mad. Biggie barking again. It must be time to go. Have you seen the babies that reenact the Nene show? I have. I played it earlier, friend. I played it about 45 minutes ago. I sure did. And they're also on my shorts page. You can see it. I re-uploaded it. So shout out to TJ Lovelady for creating it. You said Charles says he doesn't sleep with 304s. You saying that Sheree is a 304? Uh-uh. And she could take private sessions and sell her athleisure too. She should. She wear it to the thing. That's all she do is wear her She by Sheree. I just wonder if she can't stand you like she said about Junkie. I mean, anything's possible. I wouldn't. I mean, it's a lot of people can't stand me. I ain't mad at them either. I'd be like, if I was you, I would hate me too. Okay. Vanna said Shamina bitch showing her real life. Her husband don't want cameras in the house. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, let me go because Biggie started barking again. I appreciate all of you who contributed to the stream. Y'all are wonderful. I love you so very much. And I did spill the tea, but I spilled even more over on Patreon. So head over to Patreon, $5 and above tier to get access to the live stream, $10 to get access to the archives. It's free actually to join Patreon if you just want to join to get the first alerts, which I post before I even come on YouTube. I posted on Patreon first to tell y'all where I'm going. So patreon.com, iamATLien. You can join for free. And then if you choose to upgrade later, you can do that as well. I would probably go on Patreon. I gotta walk my dog. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta give him some medication because he is driving me crazy. And now he back in here. He not barking no more. So I don't know. I just know he's in pain and it's hard to manage. Okay. If I'm just sitting in front of the TV with him, he'll lay there and he'll go to sleep. But since I'm here and I'm not touching him, he just gonna keep barking because he wants somebody to know that his leg hurts. So there's that. I have to set a reminder because okay. If you are on the members only, I'm gonna re-upload. I went live. I told y'all y'all getting bits and pieces about Biggie or whatever. I went into detail about a lot of the stuff on my Instagram earlier today. So I will put that Instagram live. I will upload it to members only and I'll upload it to Patreon, for those of you who missed it. Because I always delete them and I never do anything with them. So I'll re-upload it and you'll see Biggie for yourself. Okay. And I gave him a haircut and it's really choppy, but I'm really proud of myself because I didn't want to send him to the groomer with his bad leg because they don't handle him as gently as I would. So I had my little clippers and I clipped them as good as I could, honey. And it does not look good, but it's shorter than it was. And I'm proud of myself. But anyway, I appreciate everyone who joined the stream today. Thank you to everyone who contributed. My dress is from Fashion Nova. Okay, it will be on my LTK. Anything that you see me wearing, my glasses, my dresses, my bracelets, my whatever. Normally, I will post them on my LTK. It's shop.ltk.com/ATLien or look in the search bar ATLien and it will come up and you will see everything. Hold on. This is what it looks like. This is housekeeping right now. Yeah, shopltk.com. There it is right there. Look at it. It came up by itself. And hold on. Do I need to accept them? Oh yeah, see all my clothes. That's what I had on the other day right there. I had that on the other day. I had that on the last live, okay. And what else? I had that when I went to Kenya Moore Hair Spa, okay, right there. I had that on. And then what else? I had that on the live, that shirt right here. Y'all remember that? I had that on. So anything that you see me wearing, if I can tag it, I will. I had this on and then I got, showed you the little outfits and stuff right there. They got my rug too. I even tagged the rug, child, and the table. So a lot of stuff that you see me wearing, I will post on here. sporadically because some stuff I can't find, but like this jumper I had got, it's on there, my purse, all that stuff. It's fun. I just like, I'm not a fashion girly, okay, but I represent the thick chicks, okay. So I think my clothes are cute and I like sharing them, and everybody always asks me where I got it from, and so instead of individually responding to all of y'all in my DMs, I created an LTK, so it's all in one place, okay. All right. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next live stream. Love you. Bye.